Welcome, music lovers. This is the first episode of MegaMusicTV. I'm your host for the evening, or the day, or the morning, whatever time it is, around where you are. I'm Vince Contarino, and my co-host, Andy Seymour. Welcome, mate.
Welcome. Thanks, mate. It's fantastic. Very exciting.
I'm looking forward to doing this.
Totally.
Have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah, but it's music.
It is music, it's art.
And it's art. It's the soul of life.
He's very passionate.
I am.
And so you should be. And the producers of this show wanted a couple of artists themselves to interview artists, maybe make them feel at home. I don't know how that's going to work. But
reach out.
We'll make it work. We're going to do all sorts of genres.
We are. Many. All.
And we want to highlight Adelaide, South Australian music, whether it's original, whether it's live performance, in any dance, finger painting,
and what that person brings to the music, what they inject into it and bring.
So this is going to be a discovery, a good journey for us to go on. This episode, we're going to feature Dino. I'm looking forward to talking to him.
He's fantastic.
Kelly's Wayke, which are unbelievable.
Yes.
They're an incredible show.
Yes.
And we're going to kick off with Dress Code and their clip Youth Culture. See you soon.
forget the feeling. And I know that I just need to move on with my life. But every time I see your face, I start to cry, don't you know why? 'Cause I just can't help, no, I just can't help being in love with you. Being in love with you. No, I just can't help, no, I just can't help being in love with you. Being in love with you. Waiting by the phone for that call that never came. Waking up alone, oh girl, it ain't the same. And she packed her bags and she walked out the door. 'Cause she don't want you, she don't need you no more. But I just can't help, no, I just can't help being in love with you. Being in love with you. No, I just can't help, no, I just can't help being in love with you. Being in love with you is what I give to intense. Does it cause you offense? Am I just too hot to handle, baby? Yeah, 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 yeah. Just can't help being in love with you. Being in love with you. No, I just can't help, no, I just can't help being in love with you. Being in love with you. No, I just can't help, no, I just can't help being in love with you. Being in love with you. No, I just can't help, no, I just help being in love with you. Being in love with you. No, I just can't help, no, I just can't help being in love with you. Being in love with you. No, I just can't help, no, I just can't help being in love with you. Being in love with you. No, I just can't help, no, I just.
Well, this is my great privilege and pleasure to introduce Dino Jag. He's a mate of mine, and well, he's been performing, entertaining for well over 40 years as a professional. There's nothing he hasn't done. And mate, here he is, in the flesh.
Well,
how you doing?
I should have brought my leopard with me. This is awesome, mate.
You like
Great
it?
to be here.
You like what we've done with the place?
Fantastic. Great.
Now, Dino, your voice is unmistakable wherever you may be, whether it's a jingle, whether it's a song on the radio, or whether you're walking past the venue, you can hear it, you go, that's Dino. Everybody recognises your voice. It's quite distinct. And
Well, actually, that worked against me when I was doing jingles because they wouldn't use me for a lot of jingles.
Yeah, too much character.
Because no, it's too recognisable, you know.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like the ideal jingle singer. For
oh,
regular-
mate, that's the best thing that could ever happen to an artist. You can't do jingles. You actually get out there and do something real. Well, man, so here we are. I just said 40 years off the top of my head, but it's probably more.
Yeah, look, I started pretty young, like most Italians. Music's in the culture, and the parents are trying to get you, making music. Every party you go to, there's music happening.
Yeah.
So and my parents were in the catering kind of business. So when I was a kid, they had a lot of connections with weddings and all that kind of stuff. So bang, I was on that stage pretty young.
So what was the thing that made you want to actually work on something? Say, I think I can do this, but I want to play guitar or piano. You started with guitar, did you? Actually, you started with a squeeze box.
Yeah, I was that big, and the squeeze box was that big.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Well, you're not that much bigger, mate. That's why he doesn't play
Something's
squeeze
gonna
box
change.
anymore. Yeah. So what was it? What was the thing that said, I'm going to start sitting down and working on songs? And can you remember?
Look, it's a feeling. I think anyone that writes music or wants to perform knows, this is something that comes from within. And that started pretty young, for me. It started when I was singing Into the Hairbrush to a Zoot album.
Turn up your radio.
Well, no, their version of Eleanor Rigby.
Oh, what a ripper.
Oh, yeah. And for me, like that touched me moment last year was working with Beat Birtles.
Oh, of course.
And then being on the stage doing Eleanor Rigby, and it's like it brought me right back to my hairbrush days, singing into that album,
I mean, I don't want to talk about the Beatles and Zoot. We're going to talk about you, but how good was that version? I mean, the Beatles, it's almost heresy or blasphemy to say that their version's better than the original. But
actually, I did
really
ask Beat Birtles about that, if you got any feedback from the Beatles about that, and apparently, something came down the line from John Lennon. They really dug that version. Yeah.
Well, let's get back to you. You look, for this, who knows where this will go? It could probably go all over the world, and some of the stuff that the producers have done have actually aired in the United States. So if they don't know about Adelaide and South Australia, if you're an artist and you're going to be a professional, you have to reinvent yourself every once in a while, otherwise you don't have a career.
Sure.
You've been able to do that, but maintain an integrity. You always seem like it's because you're real. It's not pretentious. I'm sure you don't work on that. That's just something you do.
I don't think there's anything else you can do, really, but be yourself, is there?
Yeah.
And I think the longer you do this, the more you realise that you don't really know much. How it all works.
How true. Well, let's talk about your original stuff, and because we could go on. We could do a 3-hour segment and still not touch the surface. But when did you start writing?
When I started making music, that came synonymous with it.
Yep.
So as I was learning other people's songs, I was also inventing my own. Both paths always happen at the same time.
But you're a little bit different than the most, and I wouldn't say completely unique, but you're different than the most, because I remember back in the 70s, you were already studying arrangement with a fella called John Crossing, who was very famous here. He used to do the Ernie Sigley show.
That's right, yeah.
And you say you were workshopping arrangements. And how old would you have been?
15, I think.
15?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the character in Family Ties, that he's already on a Wall Street, accountant. I mean, that's way ahead of someone that age. You're way beyond your years. What possessed you? What were you thinking?
Well, again, I was just hungry to learn, and he was someone that was writing arrangements for TV shows and singers. In those days, the singers used to go to him to write the charts. So it was bizarre, because I remember going to this little cubicle that he taught in.
Yeah.
He'd sit at his piano as a chain smoker. And he'd always have a cigarette in his mouth. And you're in this tiny room, and also he's giving you some singing lessons at the same time.
He was a mighty piano player too, wasn't he?
Oh, fantastic piano player. Yeah. But it was just like, okay, Dino. But yeah, it was amazing. He'd have cassettes of horn lines and things, and he'd say, okay, now listen to that, take that home, see if you can work it out.
Some of that stuff you learnt back then, you still use today?
You carry all that stuff with you.
Yeah.
I think I find the stuff I learned back then is what impacted me the most.
Yeah.
Well,
you've done a few albums. You've got the Breakthrough.
Yes.
Covered. Mm-hmm. You've done the demo from the demo vault.
Yeah.
That's the latest one was Breakthrough, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Now tell us a little bit about that, because you obviously had a whole heap of songs, but you sought out a fella called Jeff Bova from LA. Now he was a keyboard player for Herbie Hancock, and he worked with Michael Jackson. You wanted him to produce your stuff. How did you arrange that? How did that work?
Look, I spent some time with a mentor from New York, a lady by the name of Kerry Cole, and I wanted to reach out and spend some time with someone who was focused internationally.
Sure.
And she heard some of my demos, and she said, look, you should really connect with someone like Jeff. So she kind of provided the handshake, if you like. And then it took me a couple of years, like developing a relationship back and forth from Adelaide You know, we were just engaging online, listening to each other's songs. You know, well, he was listening to my songs, and we're just giving me feedback. You know.
So he produced your breakthrough album.
Yeah.
And the things that you learned about producing songs and also the recording process, can you tell us a little bit about that? Maybe we'll start with the producing of the songs. Well, how did that process work?
Look, you know, when you work with a good producer, it feels effortless.
Yeah.
You know, because it's there's no resistance. It's a natural fit.
Yeah.
It's just like us having a conversation. It just feels right. So you know, it feels like the music is part of the music.
It's sort of seamless, is it?
It's a very effortless.
Man,
process.
You know what? I wish we had more time, Dean. I think we're going to have to get you on another episode, mate, because there was so much stuff I want to talk about. But you can see why his stuff is so intricate, and there's a depth to it. There's a texture, because all the years of honing in on his craft, mate. It's been a real pleasure. You've really got to have a listen to his albums and check him out live. We're going to play a clip from his breakthrough album, and it's Two Young Hearts. Dino, thank you very much for coming on the show, man. It's been a real pleasure.
Awesome.
And now we're going to have a look at you doing your stuff.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Let's go.
We were two young hearts shooting for the stars. We made it to the moon, but we got lost on Mars. We traded diamond rings, we thought we had a lifetime thing. But it got messed up, I didn't feel your cup, I didn't give enough. If I could press rewind back to that time you first caught my eye, I'd go back now, bring out the violins. This time you'll feel my fire. Oh, you look so good, like a queen. You were such a dream, but I didn't know how to treat you then. I should have showed you that I loved you more than anything. Now all I wanna do is make you feel, make you feel, make you feel the best. Why don't we sail away, me and you? We could start again, brand new. We could have another dance. We deserve a second chance, 'cause two young hearts fall in love again. I'm gonna pick you up at 8. I won't be late. I'll be knocking on the door. You'll be running down the hall. It's gonna feel so wrong. You on the cheek as they play our song on the radio. I won't let you go. Why don't we sail away, you and me? We could start again, break free. We could have another dance. We deserve a second chance, 'cause two young hearts can fall in love again. We're falling in love again. We're falling in love again. I know that we will shine even brighter than the first time. I've learned from my mistakes. Lord knows I've changed. I've drowned in tears of pain. It's so cold without a flame. It's not the same without you by my side. Now all I wanna do is make you feel, make you feel, make you feel the best. Why don't we sail away, me and you? We could start I'm stepping up for a move. I need a little shot, a little something with some groove. Ray Charles gonna give me some. A little retro never hurt anyone. Can't stop jamming. Do-do-do. Bring a little rhythm to me. You know that I can't keep still. Can't stop jamming. Do-do-do. When you give it that lift to me. You know I can't keep still. Start singing. Everybody sing. And it feels so good when you can't keep still. I'm shaking like a VIP. I hit the hot spot, now I'm getting lost in the stream. With Lenny Kravitz on the playlist. You know you're always on the guest list. Can't stop jamming. Do-do. Bring a little rhythm to me. You know I can't keep still. Can't stop jamming. Do-do. When you give them that lift to me. You know I can't keep still. Start singing. Everybody sing. Feels so good when you can't keep still. You can't step on me. When I'm shaking like a VIP. You can't step on me. When I'm feeling like JB. Oh, you can't step on me. When I'm singing like TNT. You can't step on me. Can't step on me. Can't step on me. Moving like I can't be seen. Oh, like a hot shot. Now I'm gonna take the lead. With James Brown on the playlist. And I'm never gonna stop this jamming. Do-do. Bring a little rhythm to me. You know I can't keep still. Can't stop jamming. Do-do. Keep bringing that lift to me. You know I can't keep still. Start singing. Everybody sing. 'Cause it feels so good when you can't keep still.
Welcome back from the break. And now we're going to introduce Cheryl Lee to you. She's done a few things for us.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hey, thank you
had
for
a-
having me.
Oh, it is our pleasure. It beats the crap out of looking at him. I'll tell you right now. So,
I'm not stoned.
you had a good chat with Kelly's Wayke,
I
yeah?
did. What a wonderful bunch of musicians. And who knew that this cold chisel chick would just really love and dig Irish music?
Did you go to one of their gigs?
Oh, no, we hijacked one of their rehearsals.
Oh, right.
Excellent.
I've been to one of their gigs. Man, it's insane. Everybody's having fun. This is going to be a good interview.
Yeah.
It's a really good thing
We
to
had
show
a
the
great
people.
time.
Yeah, good on you.
And they are a great bunch of guys and girls.
Well, let's have a look at what you did.
Yeah, let's have a look. Let's check out that interview.
Hi, you're with Cheryl Lee. We are in the hallowed rehearsal space of Adelaide's best garage Irish band. We're going to talk to them about some of their 200-year-old songs that they sing, and we're also going to talk to them about some of their brand new baby songs. And we're going to hear a little bit about how the band actually began. Tell us all about how did Kelly's Wayke come about?
Well, we were having a wake for Brian's brother, Mick Murphy, at a pub in a small little function room next to the front bar. And we were in there for about, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours, just plugging away at these old songs we always used to play at wakes. And the publican came in after a while, and we thought he was going to kick us out. And No, he said, no, we tuned up the jukebox hours ago. We've been listening to you guys all night. So I thought about it and thought, I rang Brian and Paddy and I think maybe we should do something with this. And then it just organically just formed, Boone and Victoria came along and then Carl, May, Barry.
Barry.
Those are the Barry we heard earlier.
Yeah, and it's just basically formed into, Kelly's Wayke.
Yeah. Well, I first came across Kelly's Wayke when they were performing at Support Act, a function for roadies. So firstly, I'd like to thank you all that were there for supporting Support Act. They do a great job. So thank you very much for giving your time and talent to
I wasn't there.
that.
Barry was, right?
Carl did have a note.
Oh, did you? We'll let you off this time.
Thank you.
Yeah, at the entertainment centre after we did the Roadie for Roadies walk. So yeah, thank you very much for that. And they were fabulous. Kelly's Wayke are the type of band that you cannot sit down to listen to. I must say, you just have to hear their music and you want to be up dancing with your arms beside you. Some of those songs that you sing, who's going to tell us about these 200-year-old fabulous Irish songs that you sing?
Barry, you want to have a go?
Look, I would normally tell the stories, but I might hand over to someone else because I just sit behind the drums and they push me to the back. Maybe someone up front might be better.
No, Victoria, she sings a song called I'll Tell Ma.
Okay.
Direction.
This scares me to hold this microphone. I'm much happier just singing. I don't like speaking. Okay, so Tell Me Ma is a really old song. Tell me Ma when I go home, boys won't leave the girls alone. And so it's a nice little, very old jig. And it often gets requested actually by people who come along to Kelly's Wayke. So that's one of the songs that we do, but we actually morph it into another song as well.
From the 1980s.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've written a song called St. Patrick's Day, and it's the story of a proud Dubliner who is living in England and flies back to Ireland, Dublin, to celebrate a really big day, and it's kind of told through the eyes of his son, really. So it's a kind of true story in a lot of ways, and really organic story, and that's what this band's about. It really is. It's about loving and telling good stories, and we have a motto which is celebrate life. And that's probably off the back of what Damien said. We formed today a Wayke, so we're all about high energy. The crowds are just amazing. Followers. There's no better. They just show up and they're just there for a good time. We celebrate with them.
I've seen that celebrating on the Facebook videos, and you certainly look like, everybody's having a fabulous time.
And no kidding, when we started out, we're all like these companion pieces who just fell together. We're all going through something in life, as we all do, there's the good stuff, and some days are diamond, some days are rock. And we started out by just eating pizza out there, and then just coming in, we'd drink, get to know each other, and then just start playing. And we played like we do live now, when there was just 8 of us in a room. So we do it for us, and I think our crowds really know that.
That's right, and music can be such a great healer, as well as bringing people together, bringing communities together.
Yeah.
So that's St. Patrick's Day. We also have a new one coming up called
Walk the Mile.
Someone wants to tell us where Walk the Mile is coming from.
Damien's in there. Well, it's just about, a guy comes home for a funeral of a friend, and then he basically runs into all the people associated with the funeral, the celebration. Anyway, he decides, he's walking down the road and he runs into the grave digger, and he runs into the mother first, and the mother says, if you really want to celebrate his life, walk the mile, walk a mile. And then he runs into the grave digger, and the grave digger says, don't bother about going to the graveyard, just walk another mile. And he runs into the priest, the same. And all these people associated with that. And he gets to basically the pub at the end, and there's everybody in the pub, right at the end of the mile, celebrating the life of this person.
Is there a theme here, always ending up at the pub? And I don't know if we can say that you guys appear regularly. Have you got a gig at the railway regularly?
Yeah, we have a.
That's our most regular gig.
Yeah.
So that's once a month.
Yeah. So you can track them down at the railway hotel.
Railway.
Or if you'd like to get some of these songs, where can we get them?
You can download them off
Spotify or iTunes, CD Baby, and they're around.
We might have to put the other one up first.
We'll finish writing it.
It's still in that, yes, minor technical detail. It's there.
Yeah. It's close.
Yeah, it's very close.
Oh, well, we look forward to that. Now, also, on the bios that I read from the website, I see that you're missing a tambourine player. So, is there an opening there for a tambourine?
Well, time, we'll have to go.
Well, you know, it's funny, we would normally get people up, don't we? We had a banjo player last time. We had a spoon player up. That's all sorts. Harmonica.
And we had a bagpipe player. We just
bagpipe player.
just dragged him in off the street.
Yeah, we just drag him up.
The tambourine, never.
Alright, well, we're going to finish up. We'd like to know what instrument each of you play in this great band, and more importantly, what your favourite drink is.
Okay, so I'm Barry. I play a wonderful little drum kit called Tina, and I love Guinness.
Guinness, rightio.
I'm Paddy. I play the bass guitar over there, Bertha, her name is. And my favourite drink is a nip of the Baileys.
Right, you're a Baileys man.
I'm a Baileys man, that's it.
I'm Damien. I'm a vocalist, lead vocalist, and I like wine, of course, and we drop a creature with whiskey.
Brian, and I'd have to say, because I was in Dublin and actually got locked into a bar with the World Cup Irish rugby union team, and I'll tell you what, these guys celebrated like it was no tomorrow, and they've lost. Now I hate to see what it'd be like if they won. Absolutely, that's what I call a great attitude. But it was Guinness was flowing really, and you can't drink Guinness. Doesn't taste the same anywhere but Ireland, I reckon. So that's the story. That's my drink.
I'm May, and I like red wine and whiskey. Yeah.
What instrument
And your instrument?
It doesn't matter. The alcohol is more important. I play a bit of the fiddle, but I'm not drinking.
Spoken like a true Irish person.
There we go.
Certainly, yes. Hello, I'm Carl. And I play the guitar, and I yodel a bit. No, that's I like playing full. And I only drink coffee for breakfast, and maybe an occasional beer with lunch, and sometimes a red wine. But if it's getting if it's getting close to dinner, and then that's it for the day. We'll just whiskey from then on. How's your diet It's going very well. The diet is. I've lost 3 days so far. And who's next?
Broom next.
Which day? Well, Broom, I think I play mandolin most of the time. I think. And my favourite drink is red wine when there's no scotch available. This is Victoria.
Howdy. I play.
Everything.
I think the first instrument you'll see me play is accordion. Then it's guitar. Then tin whistle.
And sing.
And I sing a bit as well. I do like too much red. I really like too much red. I love a good whiskey, and that's about it, really. I think red wine and whiskey, they're the best.
Yes.
Yep.
Of course.
But not together.
Sometimes.
Well, depends on how it's
You don't know what you like?
What do you play, Cheryl? Cheryl!
Well, on that note, I play the tambourine.
Is that the time again?
And a really good air guitar and a really good air vocal as well.
Oh, wow. We like that. We like
I did that very well.
And I'm a Burma girl, so on that note, shall we, off we go. There you go.
We're off to see the wizard.
Let's go.
Thanks, Barry. That was good.
Thanks, Baz.
Thanks, Baz. Nice show, mate.
All right.
Cut.
Cut.
Some of the boys got loaded drunk, and we ain't been sober yet. As long as the bottle was passed around, every man was feeling gay. Here he came with bagpipes and music for to play. That's how we show our respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how we show our honor and our pride. They said it was a sin and shame, winked at one another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Mrs. Murphy sat in the corner pouring out her grief. Kelly and his gang all came tearing down the street. They went into an empty room, a bottle of whiskey stole. Put that bottle with the corpse, keep that whiskey cold. That's how we show our respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how we show our honor and our pride. They said it was a sin and shame, winked at one another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. 2 o'clock in the morning, after emptying the jug, Joe pulled back the icebox sleeve to see Poor Paddy's mug. They changed the clock so Mrs. Murphy couldn't tell the time. At 2:15, we argued it was 9. Pulled the house on George Street, outside Jan's Saloon. We all went in at 8:30, staggered out at noon. We went up to the graveyard, so holy and sublime. Only when we got there, we left the corpse behind. That's how we show our respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how we show our honor and our pride. They said it was a sin and shame, winked at one another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Woo! Yay! Let's go! Yeah! Woo! That's how we show our respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how we show our honor and our pride. They said it was a sin and shame, we did one another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Well, the night that Paddy Murphy died is a night I'll never forget. Some of the girls got loaded drunk. Naughty girls. Naughty girls. And they ain't been sober yet. As long as the bottle was passed around, every girl was feeling gay. There he came with the bagpipes and music for to play. That's how we show our respect to Paddy Murphy. That's how we show our honor and our pride. They said it was a sin and shame, we kept one another. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. 2, 3, 4.
Well done.
You're probably wondering where on earth we are because of this amazing amazing place. We're actually shooting in the Dirty Devils Car Club. It is the most amazing place you would ever want to see, and over the course of episodes you will get to see various pockets and spots as we shoot around the building. I've got Trev with me. How are you, Trev?
Good, thanks.
Thanks for joining us, mate.
All right.
Mate, how long have the Dirty Devils been around?
I think we've been around for a couple of years from memory.
Yes.
Round about.
And this clubhouse is absolutely amazing. And I know all you guys have contributed to building it, haven't you?
Yeah, we have a working bee here on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, and, it's a weekly thing, isn't it? It's an ongoing thing.
Wednesday nights we're here. Wednesday
nights.
A few of us come Wednesday nights and work around artwork and stuff and work with cars.
It's absolutely.
So, Trev, I'm looking around the room. Who does all the artwork?
That's my job. I'm the sign writer on the top.
Really, man?
That's amazing, isn't it?
That's incredible. What? Is this have you got an art background?
I've been a sign writer since I was 15.
Well, you're an artist, and that's what this show's all about.
Yeah, right.
Cool, man.
Trev the artist.
It's fantastic. You got your signature on any of this?
Yeah, my name's on everything.
Ah, beautiful.
Nice one. Yeah, it's amazing.
Cool.
It's absolutely amazing.
Thanks.
It's amazing.
Excellent. Thank you.
And the best bit about the reason we're here is because it's also a music venue. I've actually performed here in this fantastic place. You will get to see the stage at some point. And the Dirty Devils are a huge supporter of music, especially South Australian music. So for that, we are most grateful to them. So thanks, mate. Thanks for having us and hosting us here. Thank you very much.
Good stuff, mate. Thank you.
No drama.
Awesome. Well, that's it. That's our first episode, Andy.
How good was it? I had fun.
I enjoyed it. I got to know a little bit about Dino Jag, a lot about him. Kelly's Wayke. Thank you to Cheryl Lee. She's a champion.
She's a beautiful girl.
I'm looking forward to lots of interviews from her.
You're a beautiful man. I just wanted you to know that.
I want to go home now. And of course, dress code.
Fantastic.
Thanks, man. And we'll see you for our next episode, whenever that may be. But stay tuned.
See you soon.
Ciao.
I've got a really strong urge to do a
jig.
Do it. Yeah, do it.
Photo bomb it. Go on.
Yeah, go on.
That's what we're about.
Can you do it again with your hands by your side? Irish washerwoman.
Yes, you have. Liar.
Get that woman a powder.
They've all moved a bit now.
Count down, then run in a row.
A little bit closer on the end.
Barry. Which Barry?
We're all Barry.
Will the real Barry please stand forward?
He's not here.
No, I'm trying to
We're
get
not doing
about
that.
there. That's looking good.
And then Cheryl can run through
Do you want me
again.
to do a photo bomb or
Yeah.
a jig?
We're Kelly's Wayke, and here's St. Patrick's Day.
What he said.
Yeah. Where's Barry?
Here she comes.
Oh, me darling.
I'm mentally
Still rolling.
Is that it? And try to do one more. Sorry, because we don't know what song we'll
Ready? Are you ready? Let's do it.
5, 4, 3.
Hi,
We're Kelly's Wayke. We celebrate life. And here's a live clip
of one of our songs. Come along and see us instead.
Where's that dancer?
Can we do a take two on
Where's
that?
that Colleen gone? Bring her back.
Colleen,
She's got plenty of green.
And you can say
Before she
like
sheds the
music
green
to
to this.
dance to or something, and she can do the jiggle.
Yeah.
Take two, guys. 5, 4, 3.
Hi.
We're Kelly's Wayke.
We celebrate life.
And here's a live clip.
And celebrate life because you're a long time dead.
Dancer, cue the
Come on,
dancer.
dancer.
What's that dancer?
Oh, who was that woman?
Who was that? Hey, who was that? That's Barry.
That's Barry.
Where's Patty?
Stop! Can I get a photo?
That's good.